Welcome back guys to another cook. It's Big Les. We're here in the shack, and if you want to make them pork belly burnt ends of them you've just seen, then stick around with me guys. We've got a beautiful slab of pork belly which I bought from the local butchers, and I've taken the rind off and I've taken out the bones. And over here we've got our ingredients for the rub. Check in the description down below and I'll leave all the ingredients down in that description. So come in guys, and let's get this beautiful pork belly ready and rubbed up. Got that beautiful pork belly. It's got plenty of meat and plenty of fat, which is going to keep it nice and moist. I'm going to take our boning knife, and I want to cut some nice, about 1.5 inches, nearly to 2-inch cubes. You could cut them small if you want, but I want just a little bit more meat to that back. Cut all the way through, Les. And then to get them cubes, nice big pillows of pork belly. Trim that one up square. Try and keep them all the same size guys. That little end piece might burn up, but I'm going to eat that one for me. I'll get on just trimming up all this pork belly, and I'll bring you back for making the seasoning. And there you have it guys. I have cut them down slightly smaller just to get a little bit more surface area on one side, but I'll cut it down slightly narrow on the other side. But they'll be perfect bites for Big Les' mouth. So let's slide our meat out the way and bring in our seasoning. I'm going to take just a nice little jar, pull all the seasonings together, and we've got black pepper. We have the Lawry's seasoning salt. We have some Diamond Crystal Kosher salt. We have some garlic and a little bit of brown sugar, just to bring the sweet. Save your little jam jars and give it a nice good old shake. And with some beautiful pork belly seasoning. Let's take our seasoning and apply a nice coat onto these pork belly cubes. Because the fat's in there, it's quite sticky, it's quite wet, and the salt is going to draw some moisture out. So we'll do one side, we'll give it 5 minutes just to start pulling the moisture out, then we'll flip them, do the other side, and roll them around on the board. Let's give them 5 minutes, see you in a sec. Let's finish off the other side, and then we'll roll all the cubes of goodness all on the board to make sure we get all edges. I can go just to using the shaker bottle now. If you did have any left over, you could obviously start in the jar, but I made sure that I just about made enough to get a nice coat on these cubes of beautiful porkiness. That's it, get all of that beautiful goodness off the board. And then let's leave them to hang out. Pull that seasoning in. Let's fire up the Kettle Joe. Got some charcoal left in there from my brisket cook. I've popped a couple of tumbleweed firelighters down in the bottom. I'll open up that bottom vent all the way. I'll open up the top vent. I will pop in the slow roller. We'll start bringing this all up to temp. But before I pop in the slow roller, I've got a nice lump of post oak, and I'll pop that on there once the embers start to form. I'll see when it's time to get these beautiful, porky, sweet, salty bites on this BBQ. See you soon, guys. The barbecue is starting to come up on temp. We're going to be smoking these around the 120 degrees Celsius, 240 to 50 degrees Fahrenheit, which means we need to ramp this down now to the first notch. You've seen it in all my videos before. And we shut that bottom vent down to just over a finger's width. That'll start to steady up. I've transferred some of my pork belly onto a wire rack, and there's a couple left over. I need to get a bigger wire rack. It just makes it easier for moving it around. So as that starts to stabilise, should we transfer the pork belly over to the barbecue? Again, my normal setup, dripping pan down in the bottom, guys. Don't want any grease flare up, so I'll just catch some of that fat that's dripping off. And we'll take them pork belly burnt ends, we'll place them in the centre of our barbecue. That smoke is now going to roll 2 to 3 hours. We'll see how it looks. We'll come back in 2 hours. I'll check them. We're not going for temp at the minute, we're just going for that probe tenderness, guys. So we'll take the probe and we'll start prodding around till we feel the nice, ooey, gooey and beautiful. Oh, I shall transfer the rest of these onto here, guys. Shut up that lid and see you in 2 hours. Hope you're enjoying the cook. Don't forget, give us a thumbs up, leave some comments down below, do the like, subscribe, you know the drill. It just helps this channel grow. See you in a couple of hours. Bye. We're coming up on that 2 hour mark, guys. Now picking up some beautiful smoke colour. So I'm going to pick one up without burning myself too much. And there, beautiful little porky bites. I think we've got enough smoke. So what I want to do now, I'm going to take them out into my pan, and we'll get them sauced up, and we'll get to the braising phase now. We're going to break down that fat and all that connective tissue. So smoke, sweet and heat now, and let's finish these bad boys off. Coming closer for a look. Right, guys, we've taken that out of the barbecue now. Got these beautiful nuggets of pork. Picked up some lovely smoke colour, and we're going to hit them with some beautiful Jack Daniel's honey barbecue sauce. I just even like the bottle. We're going to get some honey just to top it up, some extra fat with some cubes of butter, because why wouldn't you add butter? A bit of brown sugar. Nice and organised. Casey gets us some brown sugar. So a couple of little scoops of brown sugar. Just going to make all this beautiful. Add some extra sweet to them salty porky bites already. Let's get that Jackie D's barbecue sauce. Add it out of the fridge for a couple of hours. I haven't warmed it up, but it is at room temperature, so I'm not putting cold barbecue sauce on my pork. Don't want these super wet. We just want them kissed with that beautiful BBQ sauce. A little bit of honey. I say this is going to be super sweet, super salty. And we'll give them a little toss. I said just to coat everything up. I'm going to ramp the barbecue temperature up now to at least 150. 300 degrees Fahrenheit to finish these bad boys off. Once these have had a little kiss in this beautiful saucy sweet mix, we're going to take some tin foil, make sure we cover the whole tray. I'm going to double wrap it because there's a gap at this side. Beautifully parcel back up. Open up the BBQ. We'll pop her back in. I'll see you guys when these are ready to pull. Yeah. Me and Dave are getting ready to try these pork belly and burnt ends. So they've had about 40 minutes now braising under that tin foil. I'm going to pop that tin foil off. Shh, he's getting excited. I'm going to pop that tin foil off. I'm going to let that sauce tack up, just caramelise on the outside of them burnt ends. Then we'll pull them and pop them on the board. Don't forget, guys, don't pull them until they're getting probe tender. So I'm going to just prod them around with a probe. I'll bring you in for a look. Let's open them up, guys. I'll peel back the tin foil. You can see they're beautifully steaming. There's still just a tad of resistance on them. The temping somewhere around the 2010. Oh, some of them are just like butter. We'll pop, ow, that's super hot. We'll pop off the lid, give them a quick stir, and then we'll let them tack up now before pulling them off. They look beautiful. I can't wait any longer, guys. The kids are starving. Grace, maybe not so starving. Dave is. But they are done. Looking really sexy, but super hot. I'm going to take them out. I'm just going to leave them to cool off 1 second, and I'll bring you in for a taste test. Guys, these have been absolutely amazing. Dave, he's getting ready for the taste test. This Jackie D's barbecue sauce is lovely, but just have a look at these. Just little ow, squidgy, beautiful. Pork nuggets. I need to blow it for Dave. Dave. Taste test. Absolutely fan-dabby-dosey. Belly pork, or pork belly, burnt ends, in the KJ Kettle Joe, with some Lawry seasoning salt, Jack Daniel's honey barbecue sauce. There's only one thing left to do. Take all of these bad boys into that house and devour them. Hope you enjoyed the cook, guys. See you in the next video, which is probably somewhere over here. Bye-bye.